So this is the part of the video where I usually tell you how good the food tastes and how easy it was to make, but it didn't quite turn out that way. So let's see how I did. All right, are y'all ready for this? Because this is such a elegant and luscious appetizer, but it's so simple. I think you're going to be surprised. It really is easy peasy, or easy cheesy, as we're going to say today. Today is all about maximum impact and minimal effort, and we're going to get started with 2 tablespoons of butter in our pan, and I've also got my oven preheating to 400 degrees. So as these couple of tablespoons of butter melt down, I am going to toss in 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're just going to stir this around a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and toss my pears in here too. It smells delicious already. Of course, butter and sugar. It's like pears and caramel. The other thing I'm going to add to this is just a couple of tablespoons of some dried cranberries. And then we're just going to let this kind of cook for maybe about 5 minutes or so. Okay, so as you can see, our pears are nice and soft, and they smell delicious. Everything's cooked down just a little bit. I'm going to set this over to the side to let it cool for just a few minutes. And while that's cooling, I'm going to go ahead and work on my puff pastry that I have brought up to room temperature. So we're just going to unroll this, and then we're going to roll it out just a little bit. Turn it this way. So I have floured my countertop just a little bit. Flip this over. I'm going to peel the parchment off on the back. All right. And then I've got a little flour here that I'm just going to dust it with, just so my rolling pin doesn't stick. All right. So we're going to roll this out, and we want this to kind of be like an oval shape. I am not the best at this part. But you know what? Once we get this in the oven and it's baked, no one will know what a terrible job I did of rolling this out. And I got to tell you, I just got this rolling pin in the mail today. I ordered it off of Amazon because, well, I'll just show you. Y'all know I do my pampered chef thing. And sometimes I get on these kicks where I'm just going to like clean everything out. I bought this one from Pampered Chef, which I love because you can get in the corners. And I thought this is the only thing I need. Well, it doesn't really work for like pie crust and like something like this. So I ordered this today. So I'm not really used to using it. But I'll get the job done. All right. Good enough. Like I said, I kind of want an oval, so just kind of cut. And I'm going to save these little pieces that I'm cutting off because we'll make something kind of decorative to put on the top of this when we're finished. I love puff pastry. You can make some really pretty stuff with this. And I suck at making pie crust. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we're going to take our, let me fold this up so y'all can see how I'm going to cut this. I'm just going to take my Camembert and I'm going to set it on its side, and I'm going to slice it straight down the middle. Now you can take the rind off of this if you like. It is completely edible though, and I feel like once it's baked, you don't really notice it as much, so it doesn't really bother me. Now, if I was going to put this in a bread and bake it, where I was going to slice the top off and I was going to use it for a dip instead of cutting like pie slices like I'm going to do today, then I might go ahead and cut the rind off. But right now, I've got it cut in half. And if you find it a little hard to cut into your cheese, just, well, look, I messed this all up. That's okay, though. It's still going to be pretty. If you find that it's hard to cut in your cheese, take your knife and run it through some hot water first, and that will help. So we're going to set our Camembert right in the middle, and then we're going to take about half of our mixture that we have here of our pears and cranberries. Make sure we get some cranberries in there. And this is something that I would normally put walnuts in with, but this morning, as you can see, they're kind of down to the crumbs there. I had some pecans that were left over from all the baking that I did at Christmas. All right, so now we're just going to put the top back on here, and we're going to top this again. Perfect. And then the last little bit of pecans go on top. All right, so then we're going to fold the back side over the top, and then the front side over the top. All right, and then we're just going to trim off our edges here. Just like that. And then we're going to bring all of this. Actually, I'm going to trim this just a little bit more. That seems a little thick to me on the end there. All right, we're going to bring all of this up. Oh no, I ripped it. All right, I lied. We're not going to bring all that up. We're just going to bring a part of it up. Yeah, I ripped it. Oh, goodness. You know what? Well, I told you guys I'm not the best with crust, with dough. We're just going to tuck it back in. No one will ever know, I don't think. I don't know. It's kind of coming out the bottom, though. So let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Let's roll this out a little bit more. And maybe we can bring it up along the sides here. And there we go. We fixed it. Here, and I'm going to, oh no. I got another little, what the hell's going on here? Well, so much for easy cheesy, right? But that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully it'll turn out pretty. If it all doesn't come out the sides. Okay, I'm going to take my egg wash. Oh my goodness. And we're just going to brush all of this. Hopefully this egg wash will hold some of this together here. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I've got a little tiny hole right here too. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this over to my Pampered Chef pizza stone. And let's get rid of this stuff. Make a little room here. All right, let's take another look at our, look at the mess I've got. Oh my gosh, I am a mess today. Sorry about this. All right, so I'm just gonna clean that up. Here, we're gonna do this. Aren't you guys glad I'm not working in your kitchen? All right, there, we covered the mess up. So now I'm just going to take, and I got a little cookie cutter here that is like a little leaf shape. We're just going to make a few little leaves, and we're going to put these all over the top, all over the little holes. Definitely one over here because there's a little hole there. There we go. Let's go ahead and get a few more of these. Maybe I'll just put them in a big circle. Let's see here. Just take them out of here. There. That still looks pretty. I think. I think. I'm going to grab a couple of more. I don't know. We'll see. Too much? I just think it's too much. I'm going to do one more, and then I'll stop with the leaves. All right, there we go. So now I'm just going to make a couple of little balls. I mean, this is probably going to look like holly berries, but it's still going to be pretty. I'm going to put one here. Uh-oh, I think I got pepper on that one or something. Something's on my hands. Let's try another one. Oh, something from my pizza stone. That's what it is. That's too big. Let's cut it in half. Where'd it go? There it is. There's one. Right there's one. One more. I still got a bunch of puff pastry left. There we go. All right. Considering I tore the hell out of it, I don't think you can really tell. I tore the hell out of my kitchen too. All right. So now we just want to take our little bit of egg wash and brush the top. Brush our little leaves that we made. There you have it. All right, so this is going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes, and cross our fingers that it all doesn't come out all over my pizza stone. All right, so as you guys could see, it's not as easy peasy lemon squeezy as I thought it was going to be, but it definitely turned out cheesy, and it definitely turned out pretty. I think it's beautiful. And y'all see how I butchered the pastry. I am just not a baker or pastry chef. But look, even I could do it. It turned out really, really pretty. It's definitely cheesy, like I said. So and I've let this cool because I had to photograph it. So now I get to take a bite. Now it's time to eat. Look how pretty it is, though. And I think this looks like a little holiday kind of plate. Didn't that turn out like little holly berries and leaves? This would be so pretty at Christmas time. I should have made this a month ago, huh? You definitely got to get a bite of this bread in here. I don't know if I can swallow it. This is what I was afraid of. This is the first time I've tasted this cheese. I don't like Camembert. I was afraid it was going to taste like brie, and it does. It tastes like dirty socks. Oh. I will say this for it, though. If you like this type of cheese, if you like brie, if you like Camembert, you're going to love this. What I like is the little craisins and the pecans, the butter, the sugar, and the bread. I don't like that cheese, though. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. Give it a try if you like that kind of cheese, because I think it turned out beautiful, and I think it'll really impress your guests. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, God.
Like a bird on a tree,